Hi, guys, this is Lucretia, and you are tuned in to another episode of Candid Conversations. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and joining me again. Candid Conversations is really, really simple for me. I just think at a certain point in my life, I really needed wisdom. So that's what it's about, just sharing the wisdom that I've learned along the journey, because I remember times in my life where I've made very foolish decisions because I lacked the wisdom necessary. So now I simply take some of the things that I've learned and some of the things that I've pondered and I share it with you. That's what it's all about. So thank you for joining, tuning in, liking, sharing, and subscribing. So today's Candid Conversation is going to be titled Access Denied. Access Denied. Access is the ability, the right, or the permission to enter. So when we give someone access to our lives, we give them the ability, the right, or the permission to enter. Okay. So let's talk about today's scripture references for this topic. John 2:24 says, but Jesus on his part did not entrust himself to them because he knew all people. I was speaking to a minister one day, and when he pointed this scripture out to me, the light bulb just really went off for me. And our next scripture is Proverbs 4:23, which says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Everyone does not deserve access to my life. Everyone does not deserve access to your life. Access can be beneficial or it can be harmful. Someone needs access to our lives for the purposes of accountability. When we allow the right people permission to enter, it's beneficial. Can we agree on that? And when we allow the wrong people access, the ability to enter our lives is detrimental. Are we clear on that as well? Absolutely. I have allowed some people access to my life, and it has totally thrown me off kilter in ways that I never imagined. So, access, when we give people access to our lives, it has to be properly discerned on many levels. Simply put, the right people will encourage and support and even challenge us on the journey. The right people mean us well. So we want to give the right people access to our lives. The wrong people, they don't mean you any good. And we know that. We know that the wrong people don't mean us any good. But for whatever reason, sometimes we get caught up in the hype of things. The wrong people mean us no good. So they do not need to have access to our lives. We have to learn to follow the check that we feel in our gut. You know, that gut instinct or that gut feeling. It won't lead us the wrong way. But if we continue to override the check that we feel in our gut, then we give wrong people with wrong behaviors access to our lives. Access is a privilege. It's not a right. It's a privilege. Everyone does not deserve access to your life or to my life. I had to learn that. And many times I had to learn it the hard way. We do not open the doors of our homes and just allow anyone to come in, correct? Nor should we open wide the doors of our hearts and allow just anyone to come in. Think of your heart like your home. Everything that we do flows from our heart, according to Proverbs 4:23. So that's the center of who we are. Unguarded hearts in the name of love is a recipe for disaster. Sometimes people think that because we love them, or we think because we love others, then they are guaranteed access to our lives. They don't even do that with membership to certain places. There's different types of access that you get when you pay different prices. So people have to earn the right to give access, to have access to our lives. We are certainly to love like Jesus loved, but we're not to be manipulated because everyone doesn't need access. And we also have to watch this in spiritual environments as well, because sometimes when we allow the wrong person access spiritually, then it's very hurtful. It's very detrimental to our lives. So we have to be discerning and not simply just going after things and going after people and being so needy because it's something that we want. Be kind, absolutely, but keep the door of your life closed to some people, because guess what? It's for your good. And make sure that every single day that you are giving God access to your life. And as we do that, He will help us to discern well those people who were to give access to our lives. Thank you so much for tuning in, for liking, sharing, and subscribing to Candid Conversations. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.